Morning. Let's go ahead and look at more synthetic division, and this is example G. We're going to say that f of x equals this polynomial, and we're checking to see if f of -1, what the solution will be when I divide it into that polynomial. So it's going to go -1, and remember you're using the coefficients in front of the variable, and you want to make sure that you're in descending order. So 3, 2, 1, 0. So I have 1, 1, 1, and 1. The first thing you're going to do is bring down the 1. So you're going to say -1 times 1 is -1. The sum of that is going to be 0. -1 times 0 is 0. The sum of 1 and 0 is 1. -1 times 1 is -1. My remainder is 0. So remember, this was to the third power, so we're going to drop this down 1 power. So it's going to be x squared, 1x squared plus 0x plus, this is going to be the constant, 1. And with the 0 remainder, so we don't write anything after. So our solution is going to be x squared plus 1. And so we checked out when you put -1 into this equation, you're going to get a 0. So that means that we can now say that where x equals -1, if I solve for 0, so I can say plus 1, plus 1, x plus 1 equals 0, it's now a factor. And this is another factor. So then we put it together, and this is the factored form of that polynomial. Okay, let's look at h, and let's go ahead and set it up as a rational expression. But the first thing you want to look for is descending order. So this is out of order. So it would be x squared minus 3x minus 43. And then it'd be divided by x plus 8. I always want the opposite. Let's go ahead and set this up. -8 gets divided into 1, -3, -43. And then I say -8 times 1 is -8. -3 plus -8 is -11. -8 times -11 is positive 88. And then the sum of that is going to be 45. This is also the remainder. So this was x squared, so we're going to make this 1x minus 11, this is the constant, plus the remainder of 45 over the divisor, x plus 8. That's our solution. Okay. So we want descending order. You want each exponent to be accounted for. So this is missing the x to the third, and since it's missing, the coefficient is going to be a 0. So if you're still not understanding this, let's go ahead and write this out. So that means I'm going to have x to the fourth plus 0x to the third minus 7x squared minus 32x minus 15, all of that divided by x minus 4, because that's division. So then it's the opposite, 4 divided by, and you're going to make a column for every single coefficient. 1, 0, -7, -32, -15. The 1 comes down. 4 times 1 is 4. 0 plus 4 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. -7 plus 16 is 9. 4 times 9 is 36. 36 plus negative 32, or negative 32 plus 36 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. My remainder is going to be 1. So then the way I'm going to write this out, because this started with the fourth power, so now we're going to say 1x to the third plus 4x squared plus 9x plus 4 plus 1 over the divisor, which is all of it, x minus 4. This is our solution. And this is the last one. So this is a polynomial and another polynomial, but this is going to be to the first power. So f of x divided by g of x, what that means is it's going to be x to the third plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 2 divided by x minus 2. And we're going to do synthetic division again for this. So it's going to be 2. And the coefficient here is going to be a 1. And have 3, 2, 1, 0. So we're going to say 1, 5, negative 7, and 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. Add those is 7. 2 times 7 is 14. Negative 7 plus 14 is 7. 2 times 7 again is 14. And then you have 2 plus 14 equals 16. So then I'm going to, since that leading term is to the third, we're going to make this 1x squared plus 7x plus 7. Remember, this is going to be the remainder, plus 16 over the divisor of x plus 2. And this is our solution. Okay, have a good day.